I'm going to do a little bit of an energy report about this week's energy. We're kind of making some big shifts this week, so I want to kind of go over this week's energy and a little bit on Mercury retrograde and this shift into Pisces. So give me a minute to find this feed. I'm going to also be doing fairy cards if you're just finding me. So if you're just finding me and you're going to want a card, I'm going to be doing fairy cards. Just go ahead and leave a comment. Give me a minute to share this feed out. I always need you guys to do the same. So if you guys could take a second to share this out, I always think it's very important that we're getting this kind of awakening information out for people. All right, take a second to share this out. Go ahead and just drop a comment if you're going to want a card. I'm going to be talking a little bit about this energy shift. I'm really feeling these shifts. I know a lot of people are too. Sometimes it takes me a second to adjust when we shift into retrograde. I can always feel that one a lot because I'm very air ruled. All right, so we have shifted into Mercury retrograde yesterday. A lot of you guys are already feeling that energy anyway because we kind of go through this retro shade effect. So we're kind of just assimilating these energies. We're also shifting into Pisces today. We have a new moon on Sunday in this element, and I'm excited about this. I'm all about astral travel, the spiritual, lucid dreaming, you know, the things that go with that archetype. So I'm all for it. But a lot of you guys might feel like you're kind of like in a daydream kind of vibe right now. Maybe you're confused as to your path, which direction to take. I see a lot of people are suddenly getting the courage to maybe make some big decisions in their life, and I hate to be the spoiler, but we should not be making huge decisions during a retrograde. For me, this is a better time to reflect on your path, maybe past lessons. A lot of people talk about old friends, family members, exes kind of coming back with this retrograde. I think it's really important that we're kind of reviewing our past lessons and seeing that we don't go backwards on this path ever, right? That we carry on forwards. But a lot of times things come up from the past because we're meant to process these things. This is the best time to meditate, go within, reflect, make a bucket list, really think about where you're headed with your life. Are you happy? Is there another path that you can be taking? And the next several months, I'm kind of like looking at the energy a little long term. And the next 3 months, we're going through an amazing time for manifestation. This is like a powerful time for bringing our dreams into creation. And so the things that we're daydreaming about while we're in this element of water are going to come back to us amplified. So this could be a really powerful time if you're getting pretty good with your abilities to put out good vibrations, daydream about things you want to see, experiences you want to have. It's very important that we're realizing that, you know, this universe is interactive with us and wants us to participate in what it is that we're creating. So this is a really powerful time for bringing those dreams into fruition. A lot of you guys are having really powerful astral experiences, dreams, maybe just kind of glimpses, a knowing, kind of knowing what's coming ahead of you, having a good feeling about where all this is going to take us, things like that. All signs that you're kind of getting more tuned in with these energies as well. Let me see. So we have a new moon this weekend. This is a time for a new beginning. So sometimes there is things coming up for closure, but it's always meant to push us in a new direction with this as well. We're going through some powerful DNA upgrades this week too. A lot of people are feeling it, whether it's like ascension symptoms, kind of feeling tired, needing to rest. I think retrograde is amazing because it kind of turns the energy in a different type of way than we're kind of already going in. And so it is kind of they talk about it as a backwards or kind of opposing dynamic, but that is needed at times, that these energies coming into the planet are powerful for us kind of moving stagnant energy, removing blocks, healing old things, all very powerful things that are happening. All right, last I saw we were in a K5 index. This is insane to me, right? I had actual dreams where we were actually living in like K8, K9 energies. So I can kind of see where this is headed as well. These are very, very high frequency energies coming into the planet. It doesn't matter what you're into spiritually, it's affecting the entire planet right now. So a lot of people are having a lot of different things come up as well, right? We're going to delve into the emotions as well with this Pisces element. So a lot of people are maybe feeling more emotions, kind of, having things surface. Maybe you guys are feeling things intensely, all part of this awakening. You guys might even, be feeling a strong pull to assist others during this time. All part of this archetype as well. As we're going into a feminine energy as well. We're clearing a lot with the feminine in this life as well. A lot of suppression, a lot of, power being taken. And we're seeing this is affecting everyone on the planet. That when we suppress one of these energies or label it as negative and bad, that it's affecting kind of everyone on this planet. I did just do a video on DNA too. I put a link on this page if you guys are looking for the group. I was talking about some of these energies and how they are affecting our DNA on my last video I just did this morning. If you guys did not see it, I did it in our Awakening to Ascension group. I'm trying to put it on every video, but I forget that there is a group section on this tab. And so, I do other videos in those areas if you're drawn to this stuff. All right, my link is above. I'm coming out of my retrograde funk. If any of you guys are feeling antisocial, like you're in hermit mode, like you just kind of feel like you need a minute, take it, but make sure you're not putting yourself in an ascension funk. This is actually a really good time to be coming out of your shell and to be like socializing, making new connections, working on the connections that you do have. Pisces is also my favorite for relationships. We're getting ready for the equinox, right? And the equinox was powerful for me last year. It put me in a completely new relationship, right? So this is a powerful element for relationships and love as well. So we're going to see a lot of relationships coming together as we kind of go into that equinox and Beltane kind of energy as well. And so it's supposed to be really good for our relationships as well, swear. So we're going into what lies underneath. I put a post up. I really like it. A lot of people have spent a lot of money working on their external life, making sure they look good, or they're doing the American dream, or kind of keeping up with everyone else. And we have really neglected our physical body at this point in time. So we're kind of shifting the focus back to ourselves and more self-care and taking care of ourselves also with this element. We know that Pisces is a very empathic sign. If any of you guys are that sign, it's very empathic. You guys are very energy sensitive. And so it's really important as we're navigating this element of Pisces that we're taking good care of our own energy as well. I know that we can feel, the pain of the collective and what's happening, and we want to help, but we're going to be of no use or assistance if we're not, taking care of our own energy first as well. So we're going to have a really big emphasis on kind of focusing on our own energy going within this shift as well. All right, Matthew Grimes, good, good. I'm coming to bring some good vibes to you guys too. This is my way of kind of doing an energy exchange, and it's really powerful. Hopefully you guys, leave here uplifted and feeling good about this stuff. I know there's a lot of, negative stuff that's going to continue to unfold, but this is for our highest good. You can see that your lessons have changed you as a person, and you guys are growing into amazing people. I was having conversations about our higher self yesterday, and this is like this future version of yourself, right? But if you look at yourself 10 years ago, it would be you today that you were seeing and perceiving as your higher self, that you would have been actually asking for assistance or praying to on some levels, right? So you're changing as a person. This path is meant to evolve us forward, turning into that version of our higher self, but we have to do the work and put it in to become that best higher version of ourselves on a lot of levels. So I know a lot of people are feeling we have a lot of work to do. I know, right? Look around. Yes, we have a lot of work to do. This is meant to inspire us on some level as well too, though. So Matthew, you are meant to be a light at some point. The fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light into your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. Literally, we know that love is so powerful, it will immediately stop any type of negative energy, spiritual attacks, right? Things like that. Love is powerful, literally. So it's really important that we are coming together. I feel there's a lot of disconnection in society, and that's why we see a lot of people turning to drugs or substances or even pharmaceuticals during this time, and that if we could come together and connect in these spiritual ways, it is so powerful. Just coming together, learning in groups, connecting, it's kind of the antidote antidote to a lot of this stuff as well. We're like cells in a body. We're meant to be having high vibrational energy exchanges, right? We're not supposed to be like the closed off empath, like in the hermit crab shell, closing themselves off from the world. We're meant to actually be having kind of beautiful high vibe experiences and exchanging energy with one another. And that's what will really kind of lift us up too. Share your light. It always comes back to you. Lisa Phoenix, good morning. Life energy. A happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to share your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. And I see a lot of people that are noticing that, you know, true enlightenment will come through, you know, conquering your lessons as well as your shadow. And, you know, I like to think that the brighter light you have become, the more shadow that you've gone through as well, right? So this is about kind of going within and healing our own things. It's really easy in the third dimension to blame everyone else. Like, it's that guy, right? It's this guy who is ruining the relationship. But we have to take some level of accountability. I did a talk this morning really addressing our traumas, our triggers, right? Sometimes we're triggered by people and it has nothing to do with what the person's saying or doing. These are, you know, triggers that have been kind of prevalent our whole lives. So we need to really go within to address the triggers, look at those as wounds we need to heal. How have we been blocking our own relationships, whether it's friendships, right? Jobs, relationships, things like that. So I know we get put in a lot of crazy experiences here in Earth School. This is meant to empower us. If we were not, you know, facing such a lack or need, we wouldn't be able to kind of go within and find our power to manifest our way out of these situations. So a lot of times we are getting pushed so that we can kind of remember and realize our power as well. Darlene Higginbotham. Let's see, precious time. The fairy of time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste other people's time either. And that's really important too, right? Sometimes we are projecting on other people like it's their job to fix us. Stay in the now. A lot of times when we're faced with fear or anxiety, it's us worrying about what's going to happen. What's the future going to look like? Is it going to be, you know, this trauma again? Am I going to get this experience again? If we can learn how to kind of tune out, we'll say, a lot of these thoughts and how to center into the now and to be more mindful, it would really help us in getting rid of this kind of stuff. Focus on where you are now. Enjoy it too. We're going to continue to go through a lot of transition, and you guys have worked really hard just to get to this space. Enjoy it. Let's see, Regina Lily Morelia. And please share this out if you guys are just finding me. Regina, motivation. When spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and do it. And I saw a really nice post this morning on Facebook where someone said, I've died like 1,000,000 times this winter. And I know everyone's probably feeling this because we're going through a lot of, like, we'll say, resurrection, rebirth, right? Closure and things like that. So I'm very excited that we're kind of shifting into this spring element as well, because this is all about being reborn, regrowth, things like that. So you're going to see, you know, for anything that you've been getting rid of or closure, it's going to be replaced with better things. Aw, Samantha Joan, hope. Hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. And I'm seeing a lot of, you know, people talking about how staying positive all the time is not a solution, but I will tell you it really is. And I know that's harder than it seems to stay positive all the time, because I know we have like literally 1,000,000 thoughts a day going through our mind, and it can stay really hard. It can be really hard to stay positive all the time. You have to completely reprogram that. But if you're focused on the negative, you'll draw the negative to you. So until we can reprogram and stay positive, we're going to keep kind of drawing these experiences we don't want. And this is going to take some level of work too, to really filter through your thoughts and to reprogram yourselves. It's really important that we are staying positive and that we're doing our part as well too. That's how we'll draw the outcomes that we want to us. Mary de Santiago, I love it. Magical blessings. Whatever you're going through, you're being asked You're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. I like to think that if you're tuning into this video, you probably have some type of elemental connection. Doesn't surprise me the time zone that I'm on to doing this video. A lot of you guys have help from the fairies. You're being assisted from the elemental realms. Well, why would that be? There's a very real interest in our missions here and what we're doing in restoring harmony on this planet. It's very important that we're coming back into balance with nature. I know that humans tend to have a very egocentric point of view, like, right, but we have life in other dimensions that we can't even kind of fathom at the moment, living here in the same place. So it's very important that we as humans kind of get it together and stop trashing the planet and live in harmony with nature as well. So we are being guided, you know, by the elemental energies doing this ascension as well. Reach out. Like, I tell the funnest story though, but it's true, where I actually saw, you know, fairies on my video, and I do what I do, and I reached out to work with these energies, and it kind of led me here where I'm kind of in an elemental realm, right? And so it's been powerful for me. You know, fairies can bring you a lot of, you know, we'll just say gifts into your life, especially when it comes to manifesting and healing. Wendy Grilly, love it. Time to get outside. Right? I'm doing my usual cleansing, right? I've been feeling a pull to do lots of cleaning, cleansing, things like that. Make sure you guys are cleansing and getting lots of fresh air right now. There's so much energy hitting the planet right now. I don't know where you guys live or if you can feel it. Just get outside right now. These energies are coming in and lighting up the entire planet right now. So it's a very powerful time to connect with nature as well. All right, Wendy, it's time to go outside. Tune into the powerful peace of nature, wherever you are, and feel one with your habitat. For sure, get outside. Let's see. Michelle Morphy. Hidden depths. Something hidden is about to come to light, perhaps a secret or memory of the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we become free. And, you know, with this ascension, you're going to probably replay a lot of memories and experiences over and over again, hopefully seeing different perspectives as well. Sometimes the most damaging thing that we can do is, you know, how we perceive trauma to have occurred, we're doing more damage, seeing it from such a limited human kind of perspective and not understanding the big karmic picture and how these are experiences meant to liberate and release us. And, you know, I know that karmic experiences do not feel great when we're going through them, but every soul kind of has their own journey, and we're releasing a lot this life. We're going to continue, especially through now till the summertime, to release a lot. Kind of, you know, a lot of just stagnant energies, old programs, things like that. If you guys are having memories surface, know that you're meant to let this stuff go. Monique Coleman, protection. All right, the fairies of protection are shielding you with a magic fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking on any spiritual work. And I could do a whole video on like the dark side of being a light worker, right? And I know I need to, but I try to really, you know, just stay in the positive. But, you know, there is a need for us to be protecting ourselves energetically. I think that we can kind of look back at our past and see that, you know, we've been kind of manipulated in a lot of ways, especially spiritually, and that we do have a need to protect our space and our energy. Make sure that you guys are doing some type of protection, whether you're just putting yourself in white light, spiritually cleansing like sage. I'm huge on salt baths, right? I'm probably half mermaid with the amount of salt we go through, but I'm huge on salt. We know that's big for protection, purifying, removing negative energies. Natalie McCormick Murray. Pure intention. The fairy of manifestation will help you to use your wishes wisely. Manifest your heart's desire with pure intention and for the highest good of all. And especially if you guys are living in America, we have a lot of heart chakra work to do, yes. We can look at America as kind of the remnants of Atlantis that was very third eye activated, but also very stuck in that gateway. And, you know, through this ascension, we need to shift back into, you know, a space of the heart chakra. Keep working on your heart chakra. Gina Rodriguez de Villa. Friendship. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on their journey to fulfill your dreams. We have a lot of assistance in the unseen. You guys have so many energies guiding you and working with you during this time, whether it's just family members, ancestors, spirit guides, angels, ascended masters, right? Fairies. I could go on and on. A lot of you guys have animal guides, you know, souls that you have done this journey with many times. So you're being helped in the, you know, interdimensional, in the other realm. Trust your guidance. Sometimes we can't always see the big picture. So I've learned to kind of just follow my intuition as a compass, and it's kind of led me amazing places. And that M. Believe in magic. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around you in nature. The fairy of the northern lights says you're part of nature, so you're magical too. We see a lot happening with the northern lights. I'm really obsessed with the auroras during this time. They have magical properties though, and just like these eclipses and full moons and new moons, with these energies kind of intensifying, it's kind of bringing out the magic around here. Stay open to the magic. You're not always going to see it. Sometimes you're going to feel it around you. Sometimes you're perceiving it in other ways though, but you're surrounded in magic. Maura Lawler. Wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely and maintain your heart's desire, and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. So we have to put in some work too. I know, right? With manifesting. So sometimes we're like, okay, and we're putting out these intentions. Sometimes we have to put in the work to make it happen as well. So our action can really speed up our manifesting and help with what we're doing also. Let's see. Sunshine. Kathleen, Everlast, stargazing. When you gaze at the stars, give yourself fairy focus. Your intention will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. The stars are amazing. I could get into some fascinating conversations about the stars, and they really have their own, they are their own Akashic. I believe that all life is changing in our universe, not just the people, right? Not just the people, but all life is kind of evolving. One of those being the stars as well. Definitely you're a starseed. Sometimes you guys are looking up, right? Looking up and realizing there's more up there than we've been led to believe here. Feeling a pulling to go back home maybe. Danny Bear. Transformation. This fairy tells you to surrender to transformation, that your life is happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. And we're going through a serious transformation on this planet as well. As these energies are continuing to come in, they're going to continue to activate us. And they're activating deep things within. I know a lot of the masculine is like feeling a pull to like run away, maybe do a mission, right? Maybe to get out of this life, maybe daydreaming, you know, thinking I'm made for more of this as well. So there's a lot of kind of coming to the surface with this ascension as well. And I think that we all know we're kind of headed somewhere else on this journey as well as we continue going through this transformation. Any work we can do energetically is going to, you know, make it a smoother transition. A lot of people are going to really get kicked around in these energies soon, that we're going up in frequency, and a lot of people have not done any inner work. And, you know, I always say, I use the word concern. I have concerns about people that are still very full of toxins or sick, or, you know, haven't done a lot of inner work as to how they'll handle these energies. They're intense. So I have a hard time with them, and I continue to do a lot of spiritual purifying. So I know that they can be very intense on people that aren't at the best place energetically. And a lot of people are going to either kind of get on board with the spirituality and getting holistic and detoxing and eating better foods and making these changes in their life, or this energy could have really negative effects on our body. So it's really important that we're making these positive changes. It will make our transition that we're going through a lot smoother. Gloria Carell. Shine from within. All right, looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. And it's time that you guys all really find your light next level. I know, right? These systems will have you depressed, right? Anxious, never feeling good enough, whatever it is going through these systems. But it's really important that we're tuning out what we think our life should look like, and that we're remembering that we're here simply to bring light to this planet. And us finding our light and shining brighter is going to pull this whole planet out of darkness. So it's all kind of coming together to do this work. For sure. Do more of what lights you up. And I know we're kind of like grid workers and generators gathering together on this feed, or different type of energy workers, and we're learning how to do that for the first time in a long time. I always say to do more of what lights you up, literally, like have more fun. We forget to do that, right? Like something you enjoy doing. How do you enjoy spending your time? More of that. It will help you make more good energy. Darlene Saldana. Wait for winter. During the colder months, the fairy queen of winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes, as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. As we're learning how to manifest, we're forgetting to manifest a new collective, I think. A lot of people are really focused on, maybe I'll manifest this into my life. What about us coming together to manifest a new collective? And this is where we're headed this year. I think a lot of people are really thinking about, what a new collective would really look like. For me, I'm definitely trying to help speed up where everyone's debt gets wiped out, as in credit card debt. Mortgages will be wiped out. We will have new systems implemented, like monetary systems. We're going to see suddenly all of this technology come out, especially related to healing and healthcare and things like that. So we're suddenly going to see the suppression of a lot of things is going to stop, and we're going to kind of evolve rapidly. We see that the collective is evolving rapidly, and it's trying to keep up with kind of these energies and what's kind of being expected of us, where we're headed. I've always done this work for no other intention other than hoping that this whole planet could be healthy and happy, right? That we could all be healthy at the least. So I see a lot of people are sick and struggling, and it's always been my intention behind these feeds, just hoping that we could all live in a collective where everyone's healthy. All right, Emma Bagwell. Healing while we're all here. All right, now it's time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others. Yes, even you. Swear. That's why I'm on this feed as well, right? A lot of you guys are the healers. That's how I always look at this feed, swear. So first we heal ourselves, and then we're going to be kind of expected to heal others. I always say this, if you guys are looking to get into healing, whether it is to heal yourself or others, you guys know I teach Reiki and other classes that can really open up huge doorways for you. I never would have expected that when I kind of went through this path and got into Reiki and healing, that it would open such a wormhole in a positive way for me in my life. So a lot of times you guys are the empaths and healers, and you're needing some direction because you guys have been trying to heal your lovers and friends and family and everyone around you your whole life, usually with little success. And the thing I like about my job is that generally when people come to me, they want to heal. That they're coming and they're kind of coming to my site and finding me, and they actually want to heal and will put in the work to change. So it can be a beautiful thing once you kind of find an outlet for these healing abilities, and that's what we have. A lot of you guys are moms too, and I always tell you guys, if you're a mom, natural healer. So a lot of you guys are kind of getting moved in this direction that, we kind of are the change that we're gonna, be seeing. All right, Cindy Gordon Carpenter, music. Cindy, listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. All right, when I go in the Matrix, I see a lot of synchronicity. I get a lot of songs sent to me too. Ways the universe is communicating with you. Whether it is your guides or your loved ones. Some of you guys have flames you've never even met sending you magic. Right? You guys have other, we'll just say unseen forces you're working with that are sending you messages. Whether you guys are seeing number codes, 1111, 222, 333. Hearing a song come on like in the middle of nowhere. Like I'm in the UK and I always hear the weirdest American music that might have some kind of meaning just to me, right? Coming on in the store or in a public place, right? Things like that. There's magic all around you. So we always had this illusion we were alone. We've never been alone. We're being guided, by not only call of consciousness in the universe, but we have a lot of guides and loved ones assisting us as well. Pay attention. Sometimes you're getting like music sent to you. These are always messages, whether it's a dream you remember, maybe just a feeling. Corinne Davies. Manifestation. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation step 1. All right, we think we're amazing at manifesting, but if you look back, and this goes for everyone, at your life, I can point out that maybe we were not the best at it. So, right, I believe we've always lived in a manifest reality that we were just lied to about the nature of reality. Literally, we were taught that we could sit around and have toxic thoughts and it wouldn't affect us or others or our body, and we can see that's not true. So, we have a lot of thoughts going on in one day. We think we're being clear, but we're not. A lot of times we're focused on what we don't want. Like, I hope this doesn't happen, right? Oh my God, I hope this doesn't happen. This could go wrong. Things like that. All things blocking our manifestation. First off, be really clear. I have to make a list now. I know I have a lot of thoughts going on every day, right? So I make a list. I try to be more clear. Sometimes journaling can help. Lists, putting it out there more clearly, speaking things into reality, huge on that. I use my videos for it all the time. I'm often put under a lot of pressure too, doing this mission, and I really try to speak things that I might be working on into reality through my video. So we know that not only are your thoughts powerful, your words are as well. Barb Howard. Lost and found. What was once lost is about to be found, thanks to the Lost and Found Fairy. Sometimes she can help you find things that you never realized you were missing. I automatically go to soul fragments too, right? Sometimes we miss little pieces of ourselves when we go through traumas, and I really feel that this is all about us becoming whole during this time. So we literally, through this healing work that we're doing, are retrieving kind of lost aspects of ourselves as well. More soul healing for you. Let's see. Lisa Manicini. Time to come together. All right, fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps you get the job done. I've always known that this is my mission too, and that we have to come together to do any of this. Literally, that's why there's so much drama, we'll say, drama all over the media, Facebook, everywhere, trying to, we'll say, divide people. Whether it is people arguing about, the football game on TV, or people arguing about, oh, I like this state or this color, right? I'm into this political party. There's a lot going on to try to kind of divide people in these little categories. We for sure need to come together. See, because people always think it's just their country that has problems. It's this country, okay? Everyone else is great and normal, but this is kind of a global problem. And so when we're coming together on such a, we'll say, global level, we're realizing that this is kind of the same problem in every country globally. All right, Crystal Parker. Abundance. All right, prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and human land, there's enough abundance for everyone. In the fifth dimension, we are realizing that, we have abundance all around us, and that all we have to do is be in alignment with it. So a lot of times we're waiting for our manifestations or this abundance, not realizing that we're not tuning into the right frequencies, or we're not in alignment with what it is that we're trying to manifest, or this abundance we're trying to draw to us. You ever have one of those really good days where everything just goes amazing and it's like everything in alignment? That is where you're in energetic alignment. Sometimes when we're not in alignment, everything can start to kind of go wrong, or external things begin to happen, right? Signs that our energy is off as well. We're releasing a lot the next several months too, that we're going to continue to, and a lot of people aren't even consciously aware of this. Some people might just be a little grumpy, tired, angry, stressed about their job, maybe stressed about their life situations, feeling their relationships are no longer satisfying them, things like that coming to the surface, and people aren't having, the level of awareness to really understand what's going on. Deeper healing for sure. Darlene Hickenbotham. You're on a fabulous journey. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. And I had a similar experience. You never know where this spiritual path is going to take you. I always tell everyone, if you're a light worker, you should probably have a passport because it will open you up to more travel opportunities that you may not have had. A lot of you guys are getting prepared to travel. Some of you guys have been traveling your whole lives and have never really stayed in one place and just keep getting moved around. And it's part of your calling for sure. Let's see. Paul Max. Nature signs. Be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continually. We need to open our hearts and minds and pay attention because the universe is always communicating with us, with everything. Lisa Mancini. More solitude. All right. Think of being alone as meaning that you're all one and that you're in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. Make sure you're spending time on yourself right now. We've always been focusing on everyone else, right? Everyone else has always just been a mirror or kind of a, we'll say bad reflection, right? A bad reflection kind of at this point. It's very important that you're focused on yourself. A lot of you guys are being made to spend a lot of time alone, whether it's literally like you're being asked to step away from your job for a minute or to spend more time at home. We're going through a lot of upgrades. This is hard on the physical body. So as we're kind of having our, we'll say, software turned back on, sometimes we need a lot of space to be able to rest when we need to, things like that. Let's see, Alex Jade, inner child. The fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. All right. We're way too serious around here. And the fairies are great for reminding us to lighten up and to have fun and to play, right? Definitely amazing elemental advice. Erica Anderson. Time to find balance. All right, find the balance between your work, rest, and playtime, and you'll have more energy. Harmony and productivity in your life. Take a power nap. And I'm having a hard time sometimes balancing a lot as well, so I know everyone else is too, right? Sometimes we have a hard time balancing all of this stuff. We just have kind of a lot going on, and then these energies are coming in on top of it. So make sure you're really listening to your body too, like if you need rest. Megan McClendon. Time to celebrate. Get ready. Get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out and dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. We have amazing things kind of coming forward on our path, I know, right? We do a lot of work to get here, though, at this place. So don't think that you're not going to get hit with some plot twists this year that are going to be over the top. And this goes for everyone because I kind of have been going through this experience as well. So expect good things to kind of come out of nowhere. Glennis Faye to Naru. New beginnings. The fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby, and you're literally bringing life to this space with the things you think about. Yeah, they're happening somewhere. It could be hitting me in my universe. It could be hitting the collective. Maybe you're not seeing it in your reality, but someone is. So we're all contributing to this collective. Take care with your thoughts, literally. They're birthing creations. A lot of you guys are realizing that you are manifestors too. That's an ability. And I can always tell who the manifestors are. They're the ones that manifested the crazy stuff, like whether it was car accidents, right? Cars flipping over, crazy stuff, right? Like crazier stuff kind of outside of the box. So if you kind of had a lot of crazy experiences, signs you might be a manifestor. All right, Susan Welcher Tripodis. Divination. Embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. And we already know what we're supposed to be doing, right? I can give you a beautiful angel message, but you guys kind of know where you're supposed to be headed, hopefully. If anyone is like unclear, right, is kind of at a crossroads, doesn't know, is feeling like disoriented, where should I be doing right now that I woke up, you guys can always literally just set up an Akashic reading with me and we go into like all that, right? Past lives, whatever you want to get into. So it can give you a lot of information. It's why a lot of you guys are kind of getting led to these places too, where you're kind of learning a lot fast. So whether you're like on YouTube, I always say, watching videos, drawn to articles, watching movies on this kind of stuff, you're really getting pulled into the spiritual right now. Lin Sheehan. Purity. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart and within as you'll find the answer to your questions. All right, I have the mail. I'm going to go. But if you guys need me, I'm here for healings today.